for tonight's Coastal Conference battle between the Han Tigers and the Foran Lions. On the first play, the opening kickoff, John Wiesbrock took the ball back to the 43, and from the first play from scrimmage, the Tigers advanced the ball up to the 47. Pickup of 4 for the fullback, Rob Spignesi. Opening minute of play, it's the Foran Lions with a record of 1-7.
Carries for the Tigers.
And the Han Tigers
on the play
with a record of 4-3-1, coming off a 13 all-time with Morgan. Second down 6 for the Tigers. And they'll pitch it out to Brian Kelly. Kelly will cut back. He'll slip down on what is a wet field, pick up 2 yards, and they'll bring up a third down and 4.
Brian Kelly carries for the Tigers. Tackled by Mike Tarzali of Foran. A gain on the play of 3 yards. Third down and 4.
Tigers break the huddle, come out to the left side with Duncanson, and inside of Scott, Joe Rubler. Out of the I formation, Hevesy looks over the defense, gives to Spignesi on the quick hitter up the middle. Spignesi gets up close to a first down, appears to be short from here. It'll bring up 4th down and less than a yard.
Ron Spignesi carries for Han. Tackled by Edmondson of Foran.
Ball will be spotted at the 48-yard line of Foran, and the Tigers from here appear to be going for it. On 4th and about a foot, they come out with this same formation. Duncanson and Rubler split out to the near side. Spignesi and Kelly, the running backs, and they are very tight, 3.5 yards back. Spignesi gets the carry, and he will get the first down for the Tigers down at the Foran 47-yard line. Just a couple minutes in here in Milford.
Spignesi carries for the Tiger first down.
And a Coastal Conference matchup between the Foran Lions and the Han Tigers. Tigers took the opening kickoff and now have advanced the ball into Foran territory, where they have 1st and 10 from the Foran 47-yard line. It's Spignesi and Kelly in the backfield. Hevesy, the quarterback, Leckie in the game at the flanker, and Duncanson. The pass is out to Leckie, has it, and is knocked out of bounds after a pickup of about 6 yards. Bring up second down and 4.
Leckie of Han, tackled by Frank Lador at the Foran 41-yard line. A gain on the play of 5 yards.
Offensively for the Tigers, the center is Dave Green. The guards are right now Millard and it looks like Guzio as they go with an unbalanced line. It looked on that play. Hevesy rolling out to the right, looking for Joey Rubler deep, keeps it, and is hit and taken down at about the 40-yard line, which will be very close to the line of scrimmage.
Number 8, Chris Hevesy, carries for the Lions, Tigers.
It's Todd Vince
Joe Beeler
and also Kevin Hughes. They are the tackles. John Wiesbrock is the tight end. Scott Duncanson, the split end. And we'll see Leckie and Rubler for the most part at the flankers. Right now it's Duncanson split out wide to the right. Hevesy on a quick draw gives to Kelly. Kelly gets the first down and much, much more.
The handoff is to number 32,
as he
Brian
advances
Kelly.
The ball down to about the 32-yard line.
Tackled by John Winters of Foran. That's a
Foran's John Winters on the tackle.
Foran 32-yard line.
Duncanson with double coverage on the near side. Tigers out of the eye. Hevesy pitches to Kelly right side behind the blocking of Hughes. And Kelly spills forward for about 3 yards. And it'll bring up second down and about 7.
Number 32, Brian Kelly carries for Han. Tackled by Andy Carlson of Foran. A gain on the play of 3 yards. Second down at the Foran 28-yard line.
Tigers send out Stu Leckie, and he'll be on the wing to the right. Duncanson split to the left. And the give will be to Kelly. Kelly finds lots of running room Tries to get outside, can't quite turn the corner, and gets up very close to a first down.
Brian Kelly carries for hand, tackled by Frank Lador and Tony Sampietro.
Number 1, Frank Lador on the tackle for the Lions. It is on first down.
The ball is spotted at the 21-yard line of Foran.
As the Tigers continue to move the ball virtually at will. Foran Lions taking a page from the law book when they double covered Duncanson all night long. And thus far they've shut him down. Spignessi gets the quick hitter, and he gets down close to the 15.
Number 34.
Well, now they'll spot it back at about the 17.
Tackled by Mike Jankura. A gain on the play of 3 yards.
Pick up about 3.5. So it'll bring up a second down and a short 7 for the Tigers. They'll come out with Duncanson split out to the left. Wiesbrock is tight right. Leckie just off his shoulder. Spignessi and Kelly in the eye. And it's Kelly. Kelly finds a lot of room, and he'll get taken down at about the 2. Frank Lador on the tackle, number 1 for the Lions. And the Tigers will have first and goal from just outside the 1-yard line.
And Lador.
6:18 to go, first quarter action. Tigers have driven the ball from their own 43-yard line, and the ball right now spotted at about the 1.5-yard line. Tigers tonight looking to up their overall record to 5-3-1 and keep their hopes alive of a Coastal Conference championship. And I believe a state playoff is also a slim possibility. Hevesy will sneak it out of the pro setting. He'll get the 6 with 5:49 showing on the clock.
Hevesy carries for the touchdown.
Hevesy will be credited with a
6-0
with a 2-yard touchdown run at 5:49 of the first quarter. Quickly, it's 6-0 Tigers as they pretty much move the ball on the ground at will. Taking off 6 minutes and 11 seconds off the clock. Zaneski will hold, Green will snap, McIntyre to attempt the extra point.
Number 30, McIntyre, will attempt the point after.
And a good snap, good hold, and the kick is straight through the uprights.
Attempt is good.
So quickly, 5:49 left. First quarter action here in Milford. It's the Tigers 7 and 4-0. Steve McIntyre will be kicking off to Carlton Jolly and also Mike Zandri. They're standing just inside their own 15-yard line. And McIntyre's kick squibs up the middle, and it bounces off one player, fielded by Jolly at the 15. He's out over the 25, and finally taken down at the 32. Fiorentino making the initial stop for the Tigers. And Foran will have their first possession
returns the kickoff
of the evening, starting out from their own 33-yard line.
The Foran 33-yard line. First down for the Lions.
The quarterback for the Lions is Ken Ron, who is a 6-foot, 155-pound sophomore. And in the backfield, we'll see Mike Jankura, the fullback, and number 30, the tailback, Carlton Jolly. And it's Jolly who gets the first call. Jolly gets out over the 35 to the 36 for a pickup of 3. It'll bring up second down 7. And Jolly with some excellent speed, so we'll have to watch for him this evening.
For Foran.
If he can get outside,
62,
he will be tough to bring down.
Gain on the play of 4 yards.
Picking up of 3, second down 7. Dave Millard on that last stop. Try to set the Tigers defensively after this play. Once again out of the I formation with Kevin Long at the wing. It's Jolly. Jolly does a couple of nifty moves, and he'll get the first down out over the 40-yard line. It'll be spotted about the 43.
For a Foran first down.
Defensively for the Tigers, it's Hughes and Green, the defensive tackles. Cooper and Vince, they are the defensive ends. Inside right now, we have Leckie, Millard, Wiesbrock, and Newcomb. Those are your 4 linebackers, or 2 insiders and 2 rovers. And it's Duncanson, Hevesy, and Zaneski are the deep secondary. The pitch to Jankora was behind him, did a nice job to hold on, and Leckie takes him down. And there was a fumble. And I believe it was possibly Duncanson who recovered it.
And High School.
Tigers did recover it. Tough pitch from the quarterback, Ron. Jankora had trouble handling it, and the Tigers take over. They get a break here early. They already lead 7-0, and now they'll start from the 4 and 43-yard line. Tigers stay pretty much the same as they did on their first series offensively. Right now at the flanker is Rubler. He's off to the right. And the Tigers using Spignesi to get the ball down inside the 40 to the 39. And Spignesi already carrying the ball 3 or 4 times thus far, which is about his average per game.
Spignesi carries.
3.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Tigers on the move and up 7-0. Pick up a 4 for Rob Spignesi on the last carry. Brings up a 2nd down and 6. And Tiger football here on Madison Community Television. Chris Hevesy barks out the signals, pitches to Kelly. Kelly looks for some room, cuts back, finally taken down by John Winters, number 85, but not before Kelly manages to pick up about 3 yards. It'll be a 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers. 4-down territory, I would think, with the ball spotted at about the 37. And the hand Tiger running game
tackled by John Winters,
moving along quite easily here in the first quarter.
3rd and 4.
Tigers and Duncanson split out to the left. Once again, he receives double coverage from San Pietro and Lador. And it'll be Kelly. Kelly bulls his way forward, stopped initially well short of the 1st down, and on 2nd effort appears to have the 1st down inside the 38-yard line of the Foran Lions.
Brian Kelly carries for hand.
And it will be a Tiger 1st down. Ball spotted closer to the
ball is marked at
37.
The 32-yard line.
Check that, the 32-yard line. So that's where the Tigers are moving from. The 32 with Rubler on the wing left. It's Kelly over the right side. Big hole. And gets down close to the 20-yard line and another 1st down. Needed a block from Duncanson, and that would have sprung him the distance. But nonetheless, a great gain for Kelly. Down to the 20
for the Tigers.
And another 1st down.
Tackled by Tarzali and Long.
Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter action, a fast-paced game, ball control, Tiger offense out of the I formation. Once again, it's Kelly, big hole again, and gets a block from Wiesbrock downfield and advances the ball down close to the 6-yard line. And another Tiger 1st down. For Lions, setting in their goal line defense.
Stopped by Kevin Long of the Lions.
An exchange of 4 players. Ball spotted at about the 7. So the Tigers will have 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. One wide out, that's Duncanson, split to the right. He'll stay on the ground to Kelly. Kelly gets a good block from Vince, and that springs him for the touchdown. And with 1:31 to go here in the first quarter, it's quickly 13-0 Tigers.
And hand goes up 13-0.
Foran Lion head coach Joe Beeler will have his work cut out for him here as the Tigers quickly out in front 13-0, looking to add to that lead right now. Steve McIntyre on for the extra point attempt. And the kick is long enough, and it's good. So 1:31 to go, first quarter. It's been all Tigers, 14-0. And
Steve McIntyre's attempt at the point after.
Mike Zandri and Carlton Jolly are deep. And it will be Zandri at his own 20-25, slips down, and will be marked at about the 27, where the Foran Lions will have their second possession of the evening late first quarter action.
Mike Sandry returns
1:26
the ball for
showing
Foran.
on the clock. Hand Tiger football right here on Madison Community
The Lions
Television.
will have a first down at their own 28-yard line.
Game number 9 of this 1986 football season. Brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan of Madison and the Madison Football Boosters. Foran Lions out of the pro set. Jankura and Jolly. It's Jankura. He tries left side. Millard has him wrapped up and drops Jankura for a loss on the play. Loss of about 1 will bring up second down at
Mike
11.
Jankura carries for Foran. Tackled by number 22, John Wiesbrock. A gain of 1.
Defensively for the Tigers, Joe Rubler is checked in, replacing Chris Hevesy in the defensive backfield. Once again, with a wing right, that's Kevin Long. And they pitch to Carlton Jolly, and Jolly trying to get outside will be taken down as Duncanson comes up to make the tackle. And on that play, once again, a loss of a yard.
Jolly carries for Foran.
So 2 plays from scrimmage here on their second possession.
60, Dave Green.
2-yard loss total, so it'll bring up third down 12. And that will be the final play of the first quarter. We're going to change hands, and when we come back, it's hand in front, 14-0. Third down, about 11, 12 yards to go for Foran. They switch to the I. Rolling out, looking for Kevin Long, and complete. Lecky on the tackle. Nice pass from quarterback Ken Ron.
Complete to Kevin Long.
And Long, another one, just like Carlton Jolly.
7 yards on that play.
With exceptional speed. And that's basically the 2 that the Tigers have to worry about containing.
Fourth down
Here this
and 4.
evening. Jankura, the fullback, does get the ball quite a bit, but doesn't possess the speed of the other 2. Fourth down, they need about 3. Ball spotted at their own 35-yard line. Foran Lions set up in punt formation. Mike Tarksally, one of the tri-captains, will do the booting. Almost blocked by Cooper. Good boot. Duncanson, fair catch at his own 36. And thus far, it's been field position for the Tigers. This will be their worst start of the evening.
Number 84.
And that'll be at the 36-yard line.
Calls for a fair catch.
They have started
Receives the ball
at the 43 on their opening
36-yard
possession
line.
after the Wiesbrock run back on the opening kickoff. They started at their own 48 after the recovery of the Jankura fumble, and that was the Foran 48, and now their own 36-yard line. Field position, a lot to do with the Tigers' 14-0 lead here. Opening minute of the second quarter. Hevesy sprinting out left, has Duncanson on the down, out, and down. He's out there and covered well, though, and Frank Lador breaks it up. As Lador really did not bite on the first out from Duncanson. Hevesy had it there,
pass intended
but
for
excellent
Duncanson
coverage
is incomplete.
by Lador.
2nd and 10.
And it's Kelly, the ball carrier. Kelly gets out over the 40 and up to the 43-yard line. Good pickup on second down of about 7 yards, bring up third down and a short 3.
Brian Kelly carries, gains 7 yards on the play.
Our third flanker of the evening checks in now, Steve McIntyre, number 30. He'll be on the wing off to the right side. Duncanson split to the left, but a short split. They have the square out, and in and out of the hands of Duncanson would have been enough for the first down. He was looking one way, the ball was the other way,
Intended for Duncanson,
and in and out of his hands, and it'll bring up a fourth down and a short 3. From the 44-yard line, Zaneski trots on. We would think punt in this situation. as Mike Tarksally, number 11, drops back to receive the punt from Dan Zaneski. Tarksally standing at his own 30-yard line, and if Zaneski gets off a good boot, Tarksally will be sent a bit deeper than that. And it angles out toward the sidelines and takes a big, big Foran bounce and comes back to the 45-yard line. So net punt for the Tigers of only about 12 yards, as it took a 10-yard bounce back in favor of the Foran Lions. They have their best field position thus far,
Lions will start
at least to open things up.
At their own
And that's at the
45-yard
45-yard line. We'll have 1st and 10 with 9:50 to go here in the first half. They split out Todd DeFelice, one of the tri-captains, and Kevin Long inside of DeFelice. Whistle on the play.
Penalty
Flag
has
is
been
down.
thrown.
And the
Offsides
Tigers
against hand.
are offsides.
1st and 5 for the Lions at midfield.
So the Lions managed to break into Tiger territory on the penalty, bring up 1st down and 5. The ball just inside midfield. We'll call it the Tiger 49. Out of the I formation, 2 wideouts to the left side for the Foran Lions, and it's Carlton Jolly. Carlton Jolly gets up very close to the 1st down. He appears to be about a half a yard short, and it'll bring up 2nd down and about a foot.
Carlton Jolly carries, tackled by Kevin Hughes of hand. A gain of 4 yards, 2nd down and 1.
Tarksally and Long once again split out to the left. Split backs for quarterback Ken Ron. Straight drop back. Tries to screen it out to Carlton Jolly. Millard had it well covered.
Kenny Ron's pass
As his
intended
offensive
for
line
Jolly is
did not
incomplete.
get out to block for him. Had Jolly caught the ball, Millard would have been all over him. But a good play for the Lions on 2nd and short. 3rd down and about a foot. Trailing 14-0. I think they'd probably take 2 stabs at it, even if they don't make it here, with the ball at the 45-yard line of the Tigers. Out of the I with Long the wing, it's Carlton Jolly. 2nd man through. He'll get the 1st down to the 44.
And that's a 1st down for Foran. Kevin Long carries across the 45-yard line.
Well, they brought out the sticks.
Just short of a 1st down by
It
inches.
appeared that Carlton Jolly had more than enough for the 1st down, but very poor spot for the Lions, and he'll be a couple inches short. And right now, what I was talking about, we'll see what they do. I would think down 14-0, nothing to lose type of situation. You got a 1-7 team here. You have to go for it here, I would think. The ball just inside the 45. Tigers not expecting punt. And they'll line it up to go for it. Ken Ron looks things over here. Tigers up tight. 11 men within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. And it's the fullback, and it's Jankora. And this time, they'll have to give it to him as Jankora gets down to the 44.
Mike Jankura carries for the 1st down for Foran.
The Foran Lions not big in the offensive backfield. Jankora, 5'9", 160. Carlton Jolly, 6 feet, 175. And also back there, Kevin Long at 6'3", 175. They have some height, not a whole lot of bulk. And basically, the offensive line coming in somewhere around the 190, 195 range. Do have one player that's 325 on this squad. And Cooper will take him down, and that'll be intentional grounding or a fumble, one of the two. And from my angle, it was definitely intentional grounding, but I think they're going to call it a fumble. As Cooper was dragging down Ron, he just dumped the ball off. And I think I had a little bit better angle than the referee or umpire did. And it was no question he was just trying to ground the ball. They're going to call that a fumble. And Tigers get a big break, as perhaps the inexperience of sophomore Ken Ron showing there, as he would have been better off just tucking it away and eating it right there. Tigers come up nonetheless in Foran territory at the 46 out of the pro set. Hevesy three-step drop, looking deep for Duncanson. It's overthrown. No, it's caught. Duncanson doing an excellent job to catch that ball up as Hevesy led him perfectly. And from here, it looked like it would be overthrown, but well thrown pass by Hevesy, and Duncanson with a burst of speed to catch up to that one down at the 20-yard line. They have temporary lights here at the DeVito Sports Complex in Milford. So if at times I'm not able to call all the numbers of some of the players, it's because the lighting's fairly poor. And our location point here is about 50 yards off the field.
Timeout, Foran.
There's a timeout on the field right now, taken by Foran. There's 7:36 to go here in the first half. And the Tigers have the ball at the 20-yard line, and they have the lead, 14-0. Tigers break huddle, come out with Stu Leckie flying to the right, Duncanson farther out. Hevesy sprints out to the right and looks underneath for Duncanson. Duncanson has it. Pickup of 5 down at the 15-yard line. And I would think the Tigers will take that most of the evening.
Pass is complete to Scott Duncanson.
As the Lions' defensive secondary playing very soft
15-yard line
on Scott.
5-yard gain on the play.
Stu Leckie seeing more action offensively and defensively than he did last week against his old teammates from Oregon. Rubler checks in, replacing Leckie, flanked inside of Duncanson to the left. Hevesy will sprint that way behind the blocking of Spignesi and Kelly, looking in the end zone for Duncanson. And there's a flag on the play, as may have been offensive pass interference, as Duncanson tried to look like Lador had the best shot at it.
A flag has been thrown.
And it's possible that it could be offensive interference against Duncanson, but the Tigers signaling like they think it's against Foran. And it is against Foran.
Pass interference called against
And it will have to go against Lador, as the pass appeared to be underthrown. Lador seemed to have the best angle on it. Duncanson cut in front of him. But once again, I have to apologize. The lights are poor, and that was in the far corner of the field. Really don't have that great a look at it. But so far, it seems like some of the breaks are going Tigers' way right here. Although they need a few, as the past couple of weeks, breaks surely went against them. Well, the ball will be spotted now inside the 10-yard line. Tigers have Duncanson split to the left. Everyone else is tight out of the eye. It's Spignesi, and he'll get a touchdown here easily, as he may have not been touched on his way through.
Number 34, Rod Spignesi.
And the Tigers have their
for the touchdown.
Third touchdown of the evening with 6:51 to go here in the first half. And it's Spignesi on about an 8-yard run. Steve McIntyre on to attempt the extra point. Sineski takes a snap from Green. It's a good one, and McIntyre boots it. And it's 21-0 Tigers with 6:51 left here in the first half. Once again, dropping deep to return the kickoff. Carlton Jolly and also Mike Zandri. McIntyre hits this one deep. Carlton Jolly at the 12, out over the 20, still on his feet, showing good speed, breaks to the outside, gets by McIntyre, has great speed and will probably go all the way, and will. An 88-yard touchdown run for Carlton Jolly, As we scan back across the field, we do not see any flags.
Kickoff.
Call it 88 yards as Jolly fielded at about the 12. And as I mentioned earlier, has great speed and showed it right there.
And that was an 80-yard kickoff.
As Dan Thompson,
Foran's
number 81, looked like he had the last shot at Jolly and bumped into one of the referees. Not sure whether he would have caught him anyway with Jolly's excellent speed. And Foran quickly strikes back. It's now 21-6. As only 20 seconds have elapsed on the clock since the last touchdown by the Tigers at 6:57. And the extra point attempt is no good by the Lions.
The point after attempt is no
But
good.
an exciting 88-yard kickoff return
And
by number 30,
21-6.
Carlton Jolly, has put a bit more interest in this one. It's now 21-6 hand. Tigers successful their first couple of times kicking by squibbing the ball. That time McIntyre kicked it deep and it hurt the Tigers. It's Kevin Long to do the kicking. It'll be fielded by Kelly, I think it was. Yes, it was. Kelly's still on his feet, and flags are down as Kelly advanced the ball out over the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Great run back of about 30 yards. Check that, 20 yards for Kelly. But most likely the flag will probably go against the Tigers for a hold.
Holding against hand.
And instead of once again having excellent field position, the Tigers will be backed up. And this is the first time they'll start from inside their own 35. About the 31-yard line is where they'll have it first and 10. 6:32 on the clock, 21-6. Tigers up 15.
First down for hand at their own 31-yard line.
Field just a bit slick with some light rain and mist falling. Foran Lions now have called a timeout. That's their second timeout they've called here in the first half. So we'll take a quick timeout. 6:23 left here in the first half. 21-6 Tigers. Tigers first and 10 from their own 31-yard line, and they give us to Kelly. Kelly out over the 35 to the 36. Pickup of about 5 yards.
Number 34, Rob Spignacy carries, tackled by Carlson and Jankura Foran. A gain of 5 yards.
Second down 5. Duncanson and Rubler split out wide to the right, out of the I formation. No flags down, although Spignacy appeared to have moved early. Kelly, the ball carrier, to about the 40. He'll come up a yard short. Bring up third and
Brian Kelly carries, tackled by Winters and Beeler. A gain of 4 yards. 3rd and 1.
And Brian Kelly, the ball carrier, will get the first down and a couple more out to the 43-yard line.
Number 32, Kelly carries for the hand first down.
Foran Lions dressed in
Tackled
their
by Sampietro.
red, white, and blue, and the Tigers.
First and 10 for
their
hand.
white shirts and gold pants trimmed in black. They'll come out with Stu Leckie inside of Duncanson to the near side. Wiesbrock is the tight end left. Out of the I formation, Hevesy, pretty much straight drop. Out to Leckie, has it. Leckie sprinting down the sideline, taken out of bounds, but not before he got inside the Foran 35-yard line.
Hevesy
Call it the
pass
34.
complete
Kevin Long
to Stu
ran him out of
Leckie.
bounds.
Tackled by Kevin Long at the 34-yard line.
And Long, perhaps one of the only people in the defensive secondary for the Lions who would have been able to catch Leckie, as Leckie was streaking down the sidelines with that excellent speed. Ball spotted at close to the 33-yard line. Leckie is on the wing to the right, Duncanson to the left. It's Kelly, and boy, I'll tell you, the holes have been gigantic for Kelly. And Kelly bulls his way down close to the 25. He'll come up about 2 yards short. But another big pickup for the Tigers. Bring up 2nd down and 2.
Tackled by Lador and Long.
And when I mentioned Kevin Long and Frank Lador, they're both in the Foran secondary, and when they're in on most of the tackles, you know the Tigers are opening up some big holes. And I'm sure Coach Joe Beeler not happy with the fact that his defensive secondary has had to make the majority of tackles here in the first half. And they have 9 men up tight. Hevesy sprints out. On the square out has Duncanson. And Duncanson can't get away from Mike Tark-Sally, as both Kevin Long and Tony Sampietro came over to help out on the tackle.
Pass is complete to 84, Scott Duncanson.
Enough for the first down on the reception by Scott Duncanson.
Another first down.
3:50 to go, first half. Tigers driving once again. The ball at about the 23. Wiesbrock tied right. Leckie and Duncanson left. Hevesy sprinting left. Once again has Leckie on the underneath pattern to about the 20. It'll be a short pickup.
Pass is complete to Duncanson. He was tackled by Frank Lador.
Perhaps you can hear the PA announcer underneath me having a little bit of trouble also. And I think it'd have to be due to the lights, as he is not sure. He called Duncanson as the pass receiver there, and it was in fact Leckie. He's made a few wrong calls, and I'd have to think it's because it is hard to see from where we are stationed. Kelly gets the pitch, and Kelly takes a hit and then gets a couple more as Frank Lador once again on the tackle, as Lador and Long are going to be sore tomorrow.
Kelly carries for hand.
Kelly gets the ball up close to first down territory, about a yard short.
3rd down and 1.
And the Tigers will now use their first timeout here in the first half.
Timeout hand.
2:34 showing on the clock. Tigers looking to add to their already 15-point lead. Tigers break the huddle. Chris Hevesy pointing out directions to Duncanson, who's split out to the near side. It's Kelly. Kelly will get the first down. He looks like he will get the ball down just inside the 10-yard line. It'll be very close, maybe right about the 10.
Kelly carries.
Tigers either have
by Winters of Foran.
1st and goal or 1st and 10 with a first down at about the 1-inch yard line. That's what it looks like. Ball must be inches outside the 10. Tigers can get a first down at about the 1-inch line. Duncanson with single coverage out on the right. Hevesy will stay on the ground. It's been working, and it's Kelly. Kelly will only get 1 up to the 9. And the Foran Lions a little fired up there. That's been their biggest defensive play of the evening thus far, stopping the Tigers for 1 yard.
Fernley and Fugel of the Lions. A pickup of 1 yard.
Lions in their goal line defense as Hevesy sprints out, looks for Duncanson as he quickly turns it up. Hevesy also tries to turn it up. He's dragged down from behind. I believe the tackler was Tony Sampietro.
Hevesy carries, tackled by Fernley.
Definitely over there was John Winters, number 85. Ball is spotted at about the 6-yard line. Tigers have 3rd down and about 6, maybe a long 6 for the first down at the 1-inch yard line, and add an inch to that and you got a touchdown. Single setback for the first time as they put Spignessi out to the right side. Kelly bangs forward to about the 3-yard line. And it'll bring up a 4th down situation for the Tigers.
Kelly carries, tackled by Tony Sampietro.
Tigers have all sorts of options here. They can take an easy 3 points, which would be, you know, just about an extra point from here as the ball is about the 2-yard line. They can bang it ahead, possibly for the touchdown, or perhaps could pick up the 1st down at the 1 or 2 inch line. And I believe the Tigers have called a timeout and sent Chris Hevesy over to the sidelines to talk to Coach Steve Filippone and Larry Ciani. 1:18 showing on the clock here in the first half. It's already 21-6 Tigers, and it's been all Tigers except for an 88-yard electrifying run by Carlton Jolly after the Tigers had jumped out quickly to a 21-0 lead. And then the Lions missed their extra point attempt, and that's where we stand right now. And the Madison sidelines is yelling, go, go, go. We want the Tigers to go for it here, which is probably what they will do with a 15-point lead. I do not see number 30 McIntyre in the ball game. And the Tigers will run a play from scrimmage here on a 4th down and about 2. And it's Spignessi. He bangs forward and he gets the touchdown. And there was some question there as to whether he had gotten the touchdown. Had he not, it would have surely been a 1st down, as that's how close he was.
Spignessi of hand.
So Spignessi adds to the Tigers' 15-point lead. It's now 27-6. And we'll call that a 2-yard run for Rob Spignessi. And it came with 1:13 showing on the clock here in the first half. And if McIntyre's extra point is good, we'll have 28-6.
Dan Zaneski's point after attempt is good.
Tigers set to kick off. It's Carlton Jolly and also Mike Zandri. It's Jolly to the far side, and I have to believe McIntyre will kick away from him this time. He does. He squibs it down, and it's picked up at about the 30-yard line by number 85, and that's John Winters. And he's taken down pretty much where he fielded the ball at about the 34, 35-yard line. Lions will have 107 to work with, trailing by 22. And I would think perhaps we'll see sophomore quarterback Ken Foran try to open things up a little here, as we haven't seen much of a passing game from the Lions. They have swung the ball out of the backfield a few times, once to Kevin Long, I believe, and once to Jolly. It's Long who's the wing to the right. And here's Ron looking for Long. And a one-handed attempt at an interception by Scott Duncanson
intended for Kevin Long is incomplete.
Is just missed in midfield. 48 seconds left in the first half. Lions now with a 2nd down 10. As Ron looks to the sidelines, Lions have 1 timeout left here. Clock is stopped now on Ron's incomplete pass. 2nd down 10. Hevesy back in defensively for the Tigers. It's Newcomb and Leckie at the Rovers. Wiesbrock and Millard are the inside linebackers. Duncanson, Zaneski, and Hevesy. As the give is Jankora. Tigers expecting pass, and Jankora busts one down inside Tiger territory to the 47-yard line.
Carries for the Lion 1st down. Tackled by number 5.
Defensive line for the Tigers remains the same.
And
with
the Lions
Green and Hughes at the
are in
tackles.
hand territory.
Matt Cooper and Todd Vince, the defensive ends. Carlton Jolly, 7.5 yards deep. Swings it out from Ron, has some running room, slips by Millard, but a nice tackle, open field tackle by Newcomb, who I believe is injured on the play. Excellent job by Newcomb.
Ken Ron's pass is complete.
The whole Jolly only to about a 2-3 yard gain. 19 seconds left on the clock.
Gain of 2 yards on the play.
Pete Newcomb, slightly injured on the last play, walked off the field under his own power. 19 seconds to go. Quick drop, looking for the slant. Ill-advised pass then, and picked off, possibly, by Wiesbrock. They're going to rule now whether it touched the ground or not. The linesman and referee looking at each other, an umpire. And I guess they're going to call it incomplete, as they're going to say it must have glanced off the ground. 15 seconds left here in the first half. 28-6 Tigers. Third down. 7 yards to go for the Lions, although that's somewhat academic. They trail 22, and with 15 seconds, they don't figure to get off more than probably 2 more plays anyway. He'll split out the speedster Kevin Long, along with Mike Tarksally. He'll split out to the left side. And he'll look at Long down the sidelines for Jolly. And that will fall incomplete. And now it'll be a 4th down situation for the Foran Lions. And
Tarksally is incomplete.
Their head coach, Joe Beeler. Sophomore quarterback Ken Ron looks to the sidelines. 4th down. They should be going for it, obviously, here, trailing 22. And should it fall incomplete, the Tigers would have the ball with only about 5 or 6 seconds left from their own 45, which shouldn't hurt the Lions. And there's movement on the line of scrimmage. And I believe it'll go against the Lions. They're a little itchy to get downfield. Number 88, Todd DeFelice, had about 5 yards downfield before the ball was snapped. And that'll go against the Lions. And then I'll move the ball back to midfield.
Offsides against Foran. The ball is marked at midfield. 4th down.
Still Jankora and Jolly in the backfield. Jolly will swing out to the left, and Ron will throw it deep. And it'll be picked off by Duncanson. Flag on the play.
Penalty flag has been thrown.
And it will be a turnover, as Duncanson with the pick down at the 26-yard line with 3 seconds to go. And obviously the flag on the play
pass interference has been called against
Foran, since the Tigers will have the ball now at the 26-yard line. Final play of the first half coming up. We will head to halftime in this one with the score 28-6, game 9 of the 1986 football season. Coming in, it was the 1-7 Foran Lions and the 4-3-1 Hand Tigers. And the way this first half is gone, the Tigers will be 5-3-1 after this evening, and the Lions will be 1-8. And Hevesy will just go down on one knee, and the first half will end mercifully for the Foran Lions.
And that is the conclusion of the first half.
If not for an 88-yard touchdown, a run on a kickoff return by Carlton Jolly, there would be a goose egg up there for the Lions. Both teams head to the dressing room. Hand in front, 28-6. About a minute or so away from the kickoff to start second half action here in Milford at the DeVito Sports Complex. A good evening to you. Chris Wallach along with our cameraman Bill Littell for this one. Between the Hand Tigers and the Foran Lions, the Tigers taking a 28-6 lead into the locker room at halftime. Tigers got rolling in the first quarter when they drove the length of the field, and with 5:49 to show on the clock, Chris Hevesy went over from 2 yards out. McIntyre's kick was good. It was 7-0. 1:31 left in the first quarter. Brian Kelly added to the Tiger lead with a 7-yard run. McIntyre's kick once again was good, and it was 14-0. Then with 6:57 to go in the first half, Rob Spignessi banged through the hole for 8 yards, untouched, and a 21-0 lead. Carlton Jolly came back 20 seconds later with an 88-yard kickoff return. Their extra point attempt no good. It was 21-6. And then with a 1:13 to go in the half, Spignessi pounded forward for 2. And a 28-6 lead for the Tigers. Second half action now. McIntyre to kick. And the Lions to receive. It'll be taken at about the 30-yard line and up close to the 40-yard line at about the 39-yard line. Sam Pietro
returns the kick back to the Lions 38-yard line.
Spotted at the 38, and the Lions will have it first and 10 here in Milford. Second half action. Tigers looking to run their record to 5-3-1, and the Lions looking to avert a 1-8 campaign thus far. Out of the I formation, it's Jankora and Jolly, the running backs, and it's Jankora. He gets the call on first down for 4, and it'll bring up a second down and 6.
Mike Jankora carries for Foran. Tackled by number 62, Dave Millard. A gain of 4 yards on the play.
And on second down, the Lions managed to pick up a couple. Be third down at about 3. And the ball carrier, number 30, Carlton Jolly. Defensively for the Tigers, it's
Kevin Long carries for Foran.
Hughes and Green are the defensive tackles. Cooper and Vince are the defensive ends. It's Wiesbrock and Millard, the inside backers. The Rovers are Leckie and Spignessi. Defensive backfield has Hevesy, Zaneski, and Duncanson. Kevin Long is the wing to the right. Split to the left is Todd DeFelice. The give is to the tailback, Jolly. He tries to get outside, spins away from a tackler, and finally taken down by Dave Millard after he spun for a first down.
Carries and gains a first down.
Tigers had him short of the first down, but Jolly manages to slip away, get the first down. Dave Millard, the tackler for the Tigers, and Millard's been all around the ball so far this evening. 2 minutes into the second half. Tigers lead it by 22. Mike Tark-Sally, one of the tri-captains, splits out to the left. Haven't used Kevin Long off the wing much. It's Carlton Jolly. He bangs forward for about 2 yards. Second down, 8 coming up. As those 2 yards put Carlton Jolly inside Tiger territory at the 48.
Mike Jankura carries across midfield to the 49-yard line, a gain of 1 yard.
It's DeFelice and Long to the near side, split out. Out of the pro set, Carlton Jolly swings out. They'll look for him. Read beautifully by Spignessi, who comes up and makes the hit for a loss of 2.
Kenny Ron's pass is complete to Carlton Jolly. He is tackled by 62, Dave Millard. Third down.
Once again, perhaps in the background you can hear the PA announcer having trouble spotting some of the tacklers, as I had a bit of a trouble earlier. He mentioned the tackler on that last play, Dave Millard, but in fact it was the Rover, Rob Spignessi. Jankura and Jolly, straight drop back, 3-step over the middle. Ron for Kevin Long, watching if he gets outside. He does. He'll turn it on. I don't think they'll get him. And he'll go in. Touchdown. Kevin Long, number 5 for the Lions, and when you spring Long and Jolly, things happen for this team. Tigers have done a good job to contain them most of the evening, but that time Long springs it as he really turned on the burners after catching the ball over the middle. Long came out of the backfield from his wing position, caught the ball over the middle, and then sprinted to the sidelines for the touchdown. And that touchdown of, I believe, about 48 yards. They'll go for 2. And they'll come back on a misdirection to Jankura, and he'll be stopped.
The The two-point conversion falls short, but Foran now has 12 points and Hand 28.
So it's now 28-12 as the Tigers stop the two-point conversion, and the Tigers lead now cut to 16. Kevin Long is set to kick off, and he really rockets one. Takes Leckie back to the 7-yard line, out over the 15, 20, 25, 30. Still on his feet is Stu Leckie out to the 40-yard line. And once again, great field position. Lions signaling that there was a fumble and they have recovered. But that is not the case. The Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Well, keep in mind the Foran Lions for next year
Stu Leckie returns.
Will have both Kevin Long, number 5, and number 30, Carlton Jolly, returning, as they are both quality athletes, and they are both juniors. So if the Lions can put any sort of defense together next year, perhaps they'll be a bit tougher than the 1-7 record they had coming in. Kelly, the ball carrier, up to the 43-yard line. Pickup of only about 2 would bring up 2nd down and short 8.
Tackled by Andy Carlson and Zellner.
Steve McIntyre checks in, flanked out to the left. Duncanson farther out. Duncanson on a hook. Now they look deep for McIntyre, and it's almost caught down at the 35-yard line. Down on the coverage, number 1, Frank Lador, also tri-captain Mike Tarksally, number 11. And it's been Lador and Tarksally,
incomplete.
Kevin Long, defensive
3rd
backfield,
down and 7.
making most of the plays, either covering passes or making the tackles on running plays, as linebackers have not been called much. Spignesi and Kelly, and with a quick counter step, kind of a quick draw to Kelly, comes forward for a couple, bring up 4th down situation for the Tigers. Dan Zaneski trots on.
Kelly carries, tackled by Zellner of Foran.
Dave Guzzio also trots on, replacing Pete Shaler. This time the Lions will send a couple of different people back deep. It'll be Lador and also Zandri, who's been returning the kickoffs. They're standing at their own 25, and Zaneski will hit it from about his own 38, 39-yard line, and he slips down but manages to get off a great boot. And Lador calls for a fair catch at the 24-yard line. So it'll be Lions 1st and 10 from right there. 6:41 to go, 3rd quarter action. It's 28-12 Tigers. Foran Lion head coach is Joe Beeler. Their athletic director, by the way, is Edna Fraser, and the principal is Dr. Albanese. Ron, long count, straight drop back, looking out to Jolly, and it's broken up nicely by Dave Millard.
For Jolly is incomplete.
As the Tiger linebackers are reading the passes out of the backfield, especially to Carlton Jolly, very well here in the 2nd half. In the 1st half, they were able to complete a couple to Carlton Jolly, but Newcomb, Spignesi, Millard have all read well here. It's Jankura and Jolly in the backfield. They're split behind quarterback Ron, and it's Jankura, and Jankura bulls his way off 2 or 3 people, and finally taken down by Scott Duncanson. But Jankura,
nice run by
2nd effort and 3rd effort to get the 1st down at the 35.
And that's a Foran 1st down.
Tigers defensively now make a change. Pete Shaler in at defensive end, replacing Todd Vince. Tigers up tight, and it's Jankura. And Jankura gets 5 after being hit initially at the line of scrimmage.
Mike Jankura carries.
And the tackler was Chris Hevesy.
Across the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 yards.
Dave Millard, inside linebacker for the Tigers, the defensive captain. Five minutes, 30 seconds to go. Third quarter action. What looked to be a blowout early has turned into a bit of a ball game, 28-12. The Lions, if they could get another score here, we'd have a tight one the rest of the way. They split out the speedster, Kevin Long to the right. Slant pass over the middle was open, but they chose to go out of the backfield to Jankura. And Jankura turns the corner as he managed to elude a Tiger tackler on the far side. That was Scott Duncanson, and Jankura doing a nice job here in the third quarter as Jankura gets the ball down inside the 45, call it the 44 of the Tigers.
At the 43-yard line of hand by 54.
Where the Lions will have a first down with 5:12 showing on the clock here in the third quarter. Split out to the left, Todd DeFelice along with Kevin Long. Pro set backfield. And Ron will give to Jankura, who is running with a vengeance here in the second half. And he gets down inside the 40 to the 38. And a pickup of about 6 yards. It'll bring up
the 40-yard
down and 4.
38. A gain of 6 yards.
Jankura banging off 5, 6, and more. Here the first 7 minutes or so of the second half. Tigers now give Cooper a breather as Shaler flops from the left to right defensive end and Vince back in at his normal left defensive end position. 2 wide receivers split out to the left. Carlton Jolly the ball carrier, and he'll get up to the 35-yard line. He'll be 1 yard shy of the first down as he needed to advance the ball to the 34.
Carlton Jolly carries close
and
to
now
the
they'll spot it back at the 36, so he'll need 2.
Gain of 3 yards.
Lions will need 2 for the first down. And they'll have 2 shots at it here from the 36-yard line. Long count, and Jankura spins off a tackler, still on his feet, cuts back, and Duncanson makes the tackle down inside the 30-yard line. Hevesy also over there, along with Stu Leckie. But not before Jankura manages to get the ball down to the 27-yard line.
To the 26-yard line of hand.
And it looks like a different Lion team.
First down.
Here in the second half, as it was all Tigers in the first half as they controlled the line of scrimmage and the ball, and the Lions now driving the ball on the Tiger defense. Tigers show 9 men within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage. And it gives to Carlton Jolly. He'll get outside and taken down from behind by Leckie. Zaneski had a hold of him and he slipped Zaneski's tackle.
Carlton Jolly carries to the 11-yard line.
He gets down to the 12-yard line, and I believe
Foran first down.
Leckie is injured on the play. We're going to take time out. 3:25 to go here in the third quarter. Lions driving, and the Tigers ahead 28-12. 2 Tigers injured on the last play. Green appears, and I don't want to speculate, but appears to have a problem with his left ankle. Leckie, I believe, cramped up on the near sidelines, and he jogged off. Expect to see him back fairly soon. Green, definitely a question mark for the rest of the ball game. 3:10 to go here in the third quarter. Lions driving as they have the ball at about the 12-yard line. Behind their quarterback, Ken Ron, the sophomore. Jolly and Jankura in the backfield. The pitch goes to Jolly, fumbles it, and the Tigers look to have recovered it at the 22-yard line. And it looked like Cooper had it. No signal yet, so it's Lions ball still. As it looked like Cooper may have had it, but nonetheless, it goes back to the Lions. And that hurts very badly as the ball is now back to the 22-yard line. Loss of about 10.
Lions back to the 21-yard line.
Ball spotted at about the 22.5 line. Second down at 20. You need to advance the ball just to about the 2.5 line for first down. Split backs, three-step drop over the middle for Long, and he led him too much. Long looking for some help here, as he says he got an illegal bump.
Pass intended for Long is incomplete.
Or perhaps a Tiger defender, he questions whether a Tiger defender may have held him up on his pass route. And it'll bring up a third down situation now, and Long for the Lions. Joe Rubler into the ball game, replaced Leckie. And inside, replacing Green. I'll get it for you in a moment. Ron over the middle once again looks for Long. And this is overthrown. I believe it may have been Kelly that replaced
Ron's
Green.
Pass intended for Long is incomplete.
Well, a tough situation now for the Lions after they had driven the ball down to the 12-yard line. They're faced with a 4th and 20 from the 22. And I would have to think that Ron will be looking to throw it into the end zone here. And that's what Ron should do, throw it into the end zone. As it'll be hard to get 20 yards on anything short. They do like to swing it out of the backfield to Carlton Jolly. But they send two wide receivers to the left, and they're going to throw it long, and it'll be caught by Jolly. Jolly spins away from a couple of tacklers, and finally taken out of bounds near the original line of scrimmage. And it was Joe Rubler on the tackle.
Ron's pass is complete.
Both Long
Jolly at the
and
11-yard
Sally
line.
deep, and then came underneath the Carlton Jolly. It didn't
Joe
work.
Rubler.
Tigers will take over now, ball at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Worst field position the Tigers have had all evening. 1:59 to go.
Take over
here in the third quarter. Tigers send Scott Duncanson and Joe Rubler split out to the left-hand side. Wiesbrock is the tight end to the right. Spagnessi and Kelly behind quarterback Chris Hevesy. And it's Kelly. Kelly on the off-tackle play gets out over the 20 to about the 22-yard line. He'll come up about a yard short. Nice pickup, though, of 9.
Brian Kelly carries for hand. Stopped at the 22-yard line of Foran.
Well, on the spot now, they're going to bring out the chains. Looks a bit closer than originally thought. I believe now they're going to signal that it is a first down. So a good spot there for the Tigers, as they've got a lot of the good breaks here tonight. And that one is good enough for the first down. So mark it down. 10-yard pickup on that last play for Kelly. Tigers 2 receivers to the left-hand side. Blitzing is the Lions, or are the Lions. And the Tigers managed to pick up a couple. Getting off the bottom of the pile for the Lions, John Winters, number 85, and also Kurt Fugel, number
Kelly
73.
To the 24-yard line, where he's tackled by 85, John Winters. Second down.
Second down, 7. And the ball carrier is Brian Kelly. Kelly gets up to about the 28-yard line, pickup of a couple. And it'll bring up third down and 3. Lions out of their 4-4. Kelly cuts it back and will get the first down. Kelly out to about the 34.
Number 34, Spignacy carries for hand.
And there was a penalty on the play, and I believe it'll go against the Lions. I think it may have been a personal foul call.
Penalty is against Foran.
And that'll move the ball all the way up to the 48-yard line.
Defensive holding against the Lions. The ball is marked at
and
the
kind of a weird signal by the referee.
line.
You're not really sure if it was a hold or if it was a personal foul. Out of the eye, it's Spignacy. He gets forward for close to 3 yards, and he'll get into Lion territory close to the 48-yard line.
Number 34, Spignacy carries for
And on that play, the third quarter will come to a close. Both teams will change ends. We have 12 minutes of action left for you from the DeVito Sports Complex here in Milford, with the Tigers out in front of the Foran Lions, 28-12.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, check your winning.
Tigers on 2nd and 7. Give us to Kelly, and his offensive line surged for 5 before Kelly got the handoff. And Kelly got about 6. And credit that one all to the offensive line of the Tigers, as they totally blew out the defensive line for the Lions. 3rd down and about 2 yards for the Tigers. Duncanson split to the near side. Rubler on the wing to the right. The pitch goes to Kelly. Kelly behind a block of Hughes tries to cut back. And a nice tackle as he'll be held short. And a tackle made by Mike Jankura, number 48. And it'll bring up a 4th down situation for the Tigers. They need about a yard and a half. Well, at about the 43, they need to advance it to about the 42.
Winning ticket number 790.
They will go for it here.
473.
Opening minute of play of the 4th quarter. Out of the tight eye. Kelly is met hard and taken down on a great defensive stand, making the initial hit, Scott Zellner. And he is listed at 6 feet 325.
And the Lions have held. Foran will start the ball from their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10.
So on downs, the Lions take over on a key defensive stand. They'll have the ball at their own 45-yard line. Keep in mind, they trail by 16, but 6 in the 2-point conversion will get them within a touchdown at 28-20. So the Tiger defense is going to have to stiffen up a bit here. Out of the split backfield behind Ron, it's Jankura, and Jankura is taken down by John Wiesbrock after a pickup of 1. Second down and 9. 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Kevin Long is split out to the left. And Ron over the middle, intended for Long, picked off by Hevesy, slips a couple of tacklers, and taken down inside Lion territory. The Tigers will have it at the 47-yard line.
Pass is intercepted by number 8, Chris Hevesy.
Basically, the Lions only look for 2 people. They look for Carlton Jolly out of the backfield, and they look for Long deep. Tigers reading it perfectly. Hevesy stepped in front of Long and picked it off. and race back for about 15, and now he'll quarterback the offense out to Duncanson, and that pass, not a good one. Duncanson did slip down, but the pass was behind Scott. Would have been a pickup of about 5 had it been complete. 2nd down 10 coming up for Hand. Chris Wallach with you from the DeVito Sports Complex here in Milford. Tigers up 28-12. First half was all Tigers. Second half, a little bit from both teams, as Foran's been fairly impressive for a 1-7 team. And once again, their defense is tough. As Brian Kelly, the ball carrier, was hit pretty hard by Joe Beeler, the son of their head coach.
And Beeler of Foran.
3rd down 9.
No gain on the play. 3rd down.
The center, replacing Dave Green, who was hurt earlier, by the way, is number 50, Matt Cooper. Hevesy looking long, has Wiesbrock open, but overthrown down at the 25.
Hevesy's pass intended for Wiesbrock is
4th down for the Tigers. They send in Zaneski. And Tigers will punt it away here. Dave Guzzio checks on, replaces Pete Shaler. Guzzio lines up at the tackle position as Vince steps inside. And right now we're going to have a timeout. Foran has taken a timeout. 8:33 to go here in the ball game, and you're watching Hand Tiger football right here on Madison Community Television. Zandri and Lador drop deep, standing at their own 15-yard line, awaiting the punt of Dan Zaneski. He'll hit it from his own 45-yard line, being pressured up the middle, and he hits a beauty. Lador calls for a fair catch and has it down at the 15-yard line. Good pressure on the play by number 85, John Winters,
for a fair catch,
as he was very close to
Foran 15-yard
getting
line.
that one on the block.
First down for the
Zaneski hit a
Lions.
beauty down to the 15, and you couldn't ask for anything better. Foran comes out with Jankore and Jolly, and they're split wide in the backfield, so it'll be a pass. Ron out to Jolly. Jolly has his knee down, and he may even lose a yard on that play. As sophomore Ken Ron, he'll have to learn, and I'm sure he'll do a lot of learning this year. He's only a sophomore, but he's got to look one way when he wants to go out of the backfield, set up some sort of screen. He's got to look it off. He looks right at the person he's going to throw it to. The Tigers linebackers and defensive secondary read it, and they're right there when he throws the pass. Foran sends the speedster, number 5, Kevin Long, out to the left. Once again, it's a pass out of the backfield for Jankora. Vince was all over him, and now Ron will be hit hard and taken down by Wiesbrock, but Vince slowed him up, and Brian Kelly also over there covering on the tackle. And the ball will be back now to the 6-yard line. We'll bring up a 3rd down and long. Foran needing to advance the ball to the 25-yard line for a first down. And this probably somewhat of a last gasp for the Lions, as they need 16 points. And they need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-pointers. They don't figure to see the ball much more than 2 more times, because we're down to 6 minutes and 50 seconds, and they're deep in their own territory. And they tried the draw to Jankora, and Jankora slips a couple of tacklers, and Leckie finally takes him down close to the original line of scrimmage at about the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and 11. And the Lions will be forced to punt, and this is something that they did not want to do here, as the Tigers will receive the ball, and when they do,
4th down for the Lions.
There'll only be about 6 minutes left in the ball game, and the Tigers will be looking to take off some precious time off that clock. To do the punting is Mike Tarksally, one of the tri-captains, and he's going to boot it from a zone 5-yard line. The Tigers do not pressure him too much, but Vince almost gets on from the left side. And Duncanson fields it, looks for the wall to the right, and has it set up beautifully. May go all the way, and probably will. And will if no flags are down. There was only one questionable block over on the far sideline against number 11, Tarksally. I'm not sure if there was a flag thrown or not. And there seems to be some confusion right now. And I believe there will be a penalty, I guess, against the Tigers. Yes, there's the flag back over at the 25, and it was a block, an illegal block by one of the Tigers against number 11, the kicker.
Touchdown is nullified.
Tarksally. And can't tell you what Tiger illegally blocked, but somebody did clip Tarksally, and that wall was set up beautifully. And the one unnecessary block on Tarksally. I think Duncanson probably would have gone all the way anyway, but we'll have to wait to the film and see it. But nonetheless, the Tigers have excellent field position at the 32-yard line, and they're going to look for Duncanson on this play, I believe, deep. Hevesy airing it out. Duncanson open. Can't hang on down at the 5 as Duncanson had a step on Lador. Kevin Long over late. And Duncanson did have his hands on the ball. Hevesy tossed that one from just outside the 40.
Duncanson is incomplete.
So that one about a 35-yard toss in the air, 40-yard toss in the air for Hevesy. Showing a strong and accurate arm. As at times Duncanson would have had a ball like that. Lador bumping him at the line of scrimmage. It's Kelly, the ball carrier, on a bit of a delay and takes the ball down to about the 26-yard line, I believe. We'll call it the 25, where the Tigers will have 3rd down.
Brian Kelly carries. Tackled by
5 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the ball game. The Tigers can cement this one with any sort of points on this trip downfield. Brian Kelly, and he's squeezed shut, but he manages to slip through and get up close to a 1st down. It appears that he'll be about a yard short, and it'll bring up 4th down, probably less than a yard. And we're under 5 minutes to go in the game.
Brian Kelly carries. Tackled by Scott Zellner of Foran. 4th down.
4th down, about a half a yard. Hevesy at times will sneak this one. It's close enough to sneak it. Quickly to the line. Hevesy looks over the defense. And he'll give to Spignessi, and Spignessi bangs forward. If Kevin Long doesn't drag down Spignessi, he goes all the way. And Spignessi takes it down to the 15-yard line. Another Tiger 1st down.
Tackled by 85, John Winters. Another hand 1st down.
Out of the eye, Duncanson split to the right. Movement, and number 73 for the Foran Lions, Kurt Fugel. That's who the penalty will go against, and we'll move it 5 yards closer, and it'll be 1st and 5 from the 10.
Penalty flag against Foran.
Encroachment will be the call against Fugel. As Fugel comes to the sidelines now. First and 5 from the 10. It's Kelly taking the pitch behind the blocking of Hughes. Cuts back, gets down inside the 5, close to the 4-yard line. And that appears from here to be enough for a 1st down. And if so, the Tigers will have 1st and goal. Yes, they do. 1st and goal now from the 4-yard line.
3-yard line.
Hevesy pitches to Kelly. Kelly bangs ahead, perhaps for a yard, down to about the 3, where the Tigers will have a second down. 3 cracks. Now they'll have 3 big cracks from the 3-yard line to cement this one away with 3:20 to go in the ball game.
Carries, tackled by 25 Beeler at the 2-yard line.
Second and goal from the 3 out of the I formation. Hevesy, long count, pitches to Kelly. They want Kelly to have this touchdown, I'm sure. And it is Kelly good for the 6 with 3:04 to go in the game.
Brian Kelly carries for the
as some of the fans start to file out here at the DeVito Sports Complex. Steve McIntyre on to attempt the extra point and push the Tiger lead to 35-12. McIntyre's kick is up and it is good. So with 3:04 to go in the ball game,
point after attempt is good.
Steve McIntyre puts the Tigers up 35-12. 35-12 as this one's in the bag for the Tigers. McIntyre set the kick from his own 40 and it's fielded at the 20-yard line and dropped and picked up by Mike Zandri. Zandri will go nowhere as Lecky in to make the initial tackle. And ball will be spotted at about the 27-yard line where the Lions will have it with 2:56 to go in the ball game. And it's been about a year or so since the Tigers have 35 in a ball game, as their defense has been extremely tough this year, but offense has been lacking at times. 35 big ones on the board here in Milford tonight. Steve McIntyre in defensively along with Paul Marinville. Some confusion in the backfield, defensive backfield. And it's Ron over the middle for Jankora. Jankora fumbles the ball, may have never had it. It's an incomplete pass, ruled an incomplete pass. As he was trying to gain control of it, and it was bouncing off his shoulder pads, and never did have it. And good call there. Couple substitutions. As I mentioned, Marinville and McIntyre are in there. Also in there for the Tigers, Rolf Van Sosen, number 24, and Craig Hermanat, number 78 on the defensive line. And I'll keep my eyes peeled for any new additions. And it's Hermanat on the sack. Just into the ball game, the 5'9", 148-pounder, and a sophomore.
Kenny Ron is tackled by number 74, Kevin Hughes.
In the ball game now for the Tigers will be Jim Metz. And Jimmy wears number 69 at 5'10", 199. Jimmy is a junior. Third down and a whole bunch for Ken Ron and the Foran Lions as he really airs it out. And even the speed of Kevin Long couldn't catch that one. Zaneski on the coverage along with Marinville.
The third down.
Pat Lavin now, number 86, who is a sophomore at 5'11", 129 in the ball game
for the Lions
at defensive end. And Dan Thompson, 81, also checks in. Dan at 6'1", 147, and a junior. And the punt is nice and high, but it takes a Tiger bounce. as the Lions
Mike Tarzali's punt is down
it
at the 40-yard
at
line.
the 39.
And will take over 1st and 10.
And the Tigers should be able to run the show out here with 1:23 to go in the ball game. We'll have to see who trots on for the Tigers offensively. Bob Martin, number 75. The 6', 229-pound senior is on for the Tigers. And he'll line up at the tackle position. And the quarterback for the Tigers will be number 12, Jim Monahan. Monahan, the third-string quarterback for the Tigers at 5'5", 126.
Number 30, Steve McIntyre carries. Tackled by Mike Jan.
Monahan is a sophomore.
2nd down.
John Burke, number 82, 5'10", 150 pounds, sophomore wide receiver, also in now for the Tigers. And he'll come to the near side. And they give it straight up the middle for a couple of yards. And the ball carrier will have to wait till he gets off the bottom of the pile. And I'm not sure who it was, actually. I think it was Mike Frazier, number 16. Mike had a broken leg his freshman year. And that's who it is. Frazier lines up as the tailback. It's Fiorentino. He's the fullback. And that's John Burke coming to the near side. And the pitch is outside of Frazier. Frazier cuts back, stays on his feet, and he's taken down by Dwayne Watts, the senior for the Lions, number 3, also a defensive change. And that'll be the last play of the ball game.
That is the end of the game. Final score.
And also for the Tigers, Brian Short, number 67,
everybody.
getting a little playing time there at the end of the game. So impressive Tiger victory.